today what we're going to be doing is we're going to be installing a TECHART rear spoiler on this car. Welcome to the Full Octane Garage, and today what we're going to be doing is we're going to be installing a TECHART rear spoiler on this car. We had an opportunity to either do a Porsche Cup wing or do the TECHART wing. TECHART wing was a little bit cheaper, and at the end of the day I think I probably would have rather gone with the Porsche Cup wing, only because it's going to be a challenge when we start having to remove our rear bumper at a later date. Now, taking this apart, basically, I've already started taking this apart. Basically, what you're going to have is this wing will lift up when you're in service mode. And when it's in service mode, there is about 5 bolts on the back of this that mounts it to the cradle. And so you want to remove that from the cradle. We'll set it aside. Once you remove it from the cradle, there are 4 bolts or 4 nuts with big washers that will be in these locations coming out of these studs on the motors. And that will allow you to remove this. This is going to be removed and discarded or saved for a later date. Now, what TECHART comes with is it comes with a rear deck lid replacement. It comes with a ducktail that fits in the rear ring replacement. It also comes with some stand-ups to get the wing off of the rear deck lid, and a number of screws and miscellaneous things. And then it also comes with these. And these are the rear stand-ups that literally, when you pull the taillights out from underneath, this has 1 nut at the bottom of it that you'll align it with. Same thing on this side. And this is what your rear wing deck lid is going to slide over and bolt down to. It also has this metal bracket back here. This metal bracket will also secure the wing. And also you're going to remove these 2 screws on each side and leave all of this other stuff plugged in. We are going to go ahead and reinstall the safety screen and cover to this. Now, the negatives to this: if I ever have to remove my rear bumper to do a service, which is something pretty common, we're going to have to go through taking the brake light out and removing the bolts that hold the rear part of the wing on. We're going to have to remove a couple of extenders on the wing to get to this point so that we can unscrew these 2 screws, which will allow the new rear deck lid to come off, so that we can get to all of the screws to remove the rear bumper skin. In my mind, that's kind of a pain, a little bit of a poor design, but it is what it is. So I've already spent a good chunk of money getting it painted, acquiring it, so it's going on here. Now what we need to do is we need to take that ducktail and flip this rear deck lid upside down on the ducktail and secure several screws. And then we also have these mounting tabs that are going to also mount to the ducktail so that we can do a test fit. Now, one thing to remember on the ducktail before you actually install it on, there are these 2 stop brackets with a screw that needs to go in here so that when you slide the tail light in, the 3rd brake light actually, that it's not going to go past these metal stops. So those have to go on before you secure it to the deck lid. Okay, I've gone ahead and installed this. I'll tell you what we had to do to install it. Once you have the base deck lid setting on top of the stand-ups and the bracket back here, which is behind the tail light or the center brake light, the center brake light does not fit real well. You're going to have to probably trim it out a little bit, but I'm okay with it sticking out just a tad so that I can actually get this thing, because anytime I remove this deck lid, you're going to have to remove this 3rd brake light, and it broke on me a little bit. So be careful snapping it in there. So what holds this deck lid on is there's a couple of bolts behind the brake light. There is also, before you see the stand-up separation, so there's a bolt that goes down into the stand-up that mounts to the car. And then you'll notice under here, underneath there are some screws, and this is a plate, a mounting plate, a mounting pad that actually sets on top of this stanchion or this stand-up, and it goes down with bolts that go through the stand-up and through this top plate. And then on the bottom of every one of these, on each side, there are 3 Torx head screws, and you're going to need a really short angled Torx driver to get that thing up. Otherwise you're going to scratch your paint. And that's what holds the wing down on top of the pads. Like I said, it's kind of a wonky design. I'm not real fond of it. The other thing is that you'll notice that I mentioned that you had to take these bolts out. Well, there's a bracket, an L bracket that's tied to this deck lid that sets in here, and if you look right in there, there's another adjustable wrench, and that will allow you to raise and lower the level so that your body lines match. And that's on both sides. You're going to see we got one over here too. I've actually put the cover back on. They say don't use these covers. I trimmed my cover a little bit and stuck it back on. And then the other thing you got to be careful of is where it meets the deck lid. It was a little bit fat here, so what I had to do was actually take my deck lid, loosen the nuts on each side of my engine vent cover, and slide this ever so slightly forward so that it wouldn't rub and I wouldn't have to trim out the actual material on the new deck lid. Overall, it looks fantastic, but again, would I have picked this one? Not from the long-term usability, I would not have. I would have picked the Porsche Cup model. My understanding is it comes off a lot easier. So that's what I got to say about it. There aren't a whole lot of videos. Had I seen some videos on how the installation of this would go, again, I probably would have opted for the Porsche Cup wing. But now that it's done, it looks phenomenal, and I just hope that I don't have to take my rear bumper skin off very often, because it's going to be a pain. Thanks for being with us at the Full Octane Garage. Don't forget to subscribe and like, and tell all your friends about the cool content we have.